Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hardcore Cottagecore Let's Play. Last episode we built this entire lovely sniffer barn, and we still do have all 4 sniffers. The one that I kind of low-key trapped in that silo is also doing well, at least as far as I can tell, and there haven't been any seeds coming out from it yet, so that's a little bit concerning, but I have been storing a few of these pitcher pods in here just for safekeeping, and I kind of want to run a little experiment as the first activity for today. This pitcher pod that we planted last episode still hasn't grown to its full size like the other one, and I've planted plenty more in between now and then, so I think that if you have a block that's gonna block its growth, I think it'll stay at this stage, which is exciting because I could have a different kind of field for them right next to it to just have a lot more variety, because I don't want to start repeating flower fields just yet. And it also doesn't have a ton of color, which is kind of nice for all of the other stuff that we've got going on. It'll be nice to have one that's a little bit more toned down. So anyways, I need to go grab some of my string, which I think I have a little bit of, although a string farm definitely is something that I need to make in the very near future. Although I do have 17, so that's probably way more than we're gonna need for right now. I think I am gonna move this dandelion field that we have to kind of fit more with what we're doing today in a slightly different area, so I think if I just take out all of these, this can now be our little mini pitcher pod field. And I will need to hoe this land, so I'll try to put maybe a central water block kind of somewhere here. 2, 3, 4. We might just need 1 for this sized field. Something like that is good, and then I want to just plant a few of these in a little bit of a row over here, and then if I put string on the block above it right there, I'm hoping that'll work. Our test one did do it with a sign and not just string, but I'm hoping string will function in a similar way. I'm also really hoping nobody has done this before, because I might be a genius and a pioneer in the field of Minecraft botany, I guess. But again, that is, of course, if nobody else has done this first. But yeah, I'll leave those to grow and hopefully not grow too much. And we are on the newest updated version of Minecraft, which means that all of the new baby animals are out. As of recording this, the full update isn't out, but I'm on the pre-release version, one of them. So, if we were to throw some of these eggs down and get maybe a chicken... Oh my goodness, I didn't know they were different colors, but anyways, they're gonna be a baby chicken. That's so cute. I thought they were only the yellow ones. That is infinitely better. I mean, come on, I know this isn't a great view of it, but look at that. Isn't that just outrageous? It's so cute. I don't know where it went, but it's so cute. That has no business being that stinking cute. Oh my gosh, he's so little. Okay, that kind of changes my plans, because I was gonna make a farm for just the little yellow baby chicken, but now that there's potentially 3 different colors, oh my gosh, there's gonna be so much. Maybe I combine them? Oh, I don't know. I don't have enough eggs. I only really stockpiled these ones, automatically in this coop. Oh, I might need to start farming eggs before I do anything, but that's very exciting. I had never seen any pictures in any of the snapshots of the little babies being different colors, but that is the best thing they could have possibly added to the game. Oh my goodness, okay. But another thing that they also added to the game was the golden dandelion, which will actually let you keep animals in the baby stage, which is going to be very key to making a whole farm for these guys. So yeah, you make a golden dandelion, as you would probably imagine, by just a dandelion surrounded by gold, obviously in a crafting table and not just like this, but I need to check how much gold I actually have. That's really not something I collect purposefully, because I really never use it for anything. Okay, it should be in here. And I have 28, but I also have a decent amount of gold nuggets, probably from the nether. Oh, and I forgot they also have, I guess, the crafted recipe for the name tags as well, which must require gold of some kind. But anyways, I can do plenty of golden dandelions, I guess, without even having to collect any more gold. Oh wow, I could make so many. I'm probably going to need all of those, so I'm going to go ahead and craft them. And we were talking about the different pitcher pods being a new kind of plant, but these guys also are a new kind of flower we could have a field of if I ever acquire that much gold and dandelions in my life. Which I guess in theory shouldn't be too difficult. I could even go in the nether and mine it if I felt particularly ambitious, but even just going regular mining, I feel like I could collect a lot of that super quick. But yeah, since there's also, I guess, different colors of baby chickens, I'm gonna need to get Probably worm chickens. I didn't bother getting the worm chickens. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're very, very cool, but I don't think that I ever managed to collect enough eggs or any actual chickens on my adventures. If I did have any, I guess they would be... Oh, I do have some in here. Okay. All kinds of chicken-related surprises so far today. Alright, well then I guess I forgot that I actually had chickens in here. I probably should just go ahead and make some hoppers, I guess, to collect the eggs automatically. That way I can get a whole bunch of them like I did for the cold chickens. How many blocks do you think that chicken coop was? It couldn't have been more than 6, right? Well, actually, I guess it's just really 4. I mean, there's the fences and stuff, but 4 should probably do it. I just need to be super, super careful not to let any chickens escape. Okay, if I do this super carefully, yeah, it should be fine. I just need to do that for all of these other blocks, and have them oriented a certain way. There is a chicken standing on this one. That's gonna make it a little bit harder. Oh no, okay. Everything's still fine, mostly. I am never gonna get you guys out of here, am I? Please, you guys, could you come towards the other place, please? Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go and get them some seeds, probably. I don't even know, do I keep seeds anywhere anymore? I feel like I've kind of passed that stage in the game. Oh, never mind, I do have some pumpkin seeds here. That should be good enough. Oh no, and my original chicken is gone. Okay, you know what? I am sure that I have plenty of regular eggs somewhere. If I could just get this last worm chicken out, maybe? Come on, just one more block, please. There you go, okay. You should all now be totally trapped again. I have no regrets at all about making this chicken coop this way. Definitely not. I didn't realize they could sneak out if they got up to that block. They can fit through this little gap. That feels unfair, but anyways, I guess I need another chicken coop. I really don't have that many normal chicken eggs anymore. Okay, I should probably try to fit one somewhere around here since there's already chickens in the area. I really haven't done anything with this inside of the barn. I could potentially even change one of these stalls to be regular chickens, because right now it's just a trap for cheeps, and I guess also our escaped chicken to get stuck in. You know what, yeah, I guess there's nothing going on in this stall. Maybe I'll just take out some of these. Oh my gosh, I forgot that was a downstairs. Hi guys. Okay, maybe we actually just do like that, potentially. Then I guess we'll just extend up the fences. And I'll try to get this guy in here as well. Oh, another egg, thank you. I just want you to come up here, okay? Also, I want this sheep to be not in this spot, please. Okay, there we go. Now, I guess we're gonna have to have the bottom part be like a block of some kind. Mr. Chicken, you're being very, uncooperative. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna break that block, I guess. And then put you there and there. And you should be stuck, right? Relatively stuck. Yes, there we go. Okay, hang on, don't go back down. Never mind, he's gonna stay in that trapdoor, isn't he? Okay, you know what? We're gonna replace these trapdoors with some slabs, I think. And then you, sir, are gonna get your window privileges revoked. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, what the heck? Oh, is it because... There you go. Okay. Now you should be stuck there. Right? There's no way for you to escape this totally legit little chicken coop, right? Everything's fine. Everything's completely fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, I spawned a little guy. Hi, little guy. Oh, you're so cute. I wanted you to be in there, though. Can't believe I did that first try. What the heck? You're so cute. You're so stinking cute. Look at this. What is this? Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. It's too cute. You're just the littlest guy. I wanted you to be up there, though. Will you? Actually... Oh, never mind. He also likes the windows. Okay, you know what? This has turned into a very elaborate plan. Let's start by getting all the sheep out of here. And then I'll do that. And then if I add this fence here, and then break that also, I'll just make a nice little tunnel for you. And hopefully he should want to go. Yes, wonderful. Okay, good job. I am very happy. You're stuck in the hopper. You're like the same height as that little indent in the hopper. What the heck? Okay, I want to get the trapdoor back. Put that on top, and then take down all of this, and it should be totally good now. So cute. I can't wait to have a whole pen of these guys. And I think since I can kind of access this in here, I'm going to try to breed you guys, just so I can have a slightly elevated egg production. Oh my gosh. And look at the baby. I keep forgetting they're going to look like that when I breed them. But that's adorable. He's just like a little mini cooked chicken. So stripy. What the heck? Where did he go? I'll probably never see him again because of the way this coop is laid out. Okay, but while we're waiting for some more eggs to be collected, I can't get over this guy. Anyways, while we're waiting for more eggs to be collected, I want to breed a couple more animals, and I have probably plenty of golden dandelions for what we need to do today, so I don't mind wasting a couple extra just to keep some permanent little baby sheeps and cows and stuff in our pens. First, I just need to collect the stuff to actually breed them, because I haven't done that in a very, very long time. Okay, I'm gonna start with a sheep, and I'll just do a plain white one for now. Oh my goodness! Hi, buddy. You're so cute. Come here. That's adorable. Oh, I love it. I could totally have a whole pen of these as well. Okay, you know what? One more. I'll just do a green one as well. They're so cute. They can have different colors. There you go. Oh my gosh, you're adorable. Okay, this is addictive. Let's move on. Oh no, you guys can escape. Please don't escape. Oh, if they stay babies forever, they'll theoretically still want to follow an adult all the time, so they should stay in their pen, right? I don't know, I might need to actually get all of these properly fenced in instead of leaving gaps like this. I think the cow one is pretty well set because they did have problems with cows escaping all the time. But yeah, let's start by getting a little baby regular cow. Oh my gosh, the horde of cows. I just want the baby one. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at his little horns. That's so cute. You're so cute. I just wanted you to know that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the warm cows, which I have in the same pen as the regular cows, because I'm really too lazy to build a whole other one. Oh, and you're cute as well. Here you go. Adorable. And finally, I think I don't even own any regular pigs, but a baby pink pig would be super cute. Oh my goodness. But this guy is adorable as well. Oops. Oh my goodness. So cute. So stinky cute. Look at that. He's so short. Look at his little legs. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. I love it. Okay. Now I feel like I need to go get more pigs. Like, I don't have any of the cold pigs or the regular pigs even. Oh, wait, did you just escape? I swear there's no places they should be able to jump over the fences. There is that gap there. You know what? This episode might involve a lot of baby-proofing my entire world, but I think it's gonna be worth it for all of the baby animals. And I do have a lot of cobbled deep slate, so I could just make a whole bunch of walls out of this stuff, and it would not put a dent in it at all. Oh, and I just checked my ores chest. I do have some more gold there as well. I don't even remember the last time I've been proper mining for anything down in the deep slate level, but I'm glad that I have some lying around. I can't think of anything I would have been saving it for, so I'm sure it's fine to use it all on dandelions, right? Anyways, let's just baby-proof this entire area. Like I said, the cow pen is probably fine, although, never mind, the main entrance definitely is not. That does make a little bit more sense. Okay, I'm just gonna do like this. The sheep pen is a very, very hilly one. I don't know, maybe I should extend it on the other side instead. Oh my goodness. Hey, little guy. Are you too lost out here? Hey, buddy, I feel like you're definitely lost out here. Where did the other one go? Did that one get back in? Oh, it did, okay. So you're just being stubborn. Could you please go back in, if you wouldn't mind? You know what, I'm just gonna lead you in, because I'm worried about you. I've got 9 golden nuggets in you. I don't wanna lose my investment. Okay, just a couple more corners. And then this place should also be good. I really didn't think about that, but I definitely have been doing my pens with diagonals a lot to make it look more organic, but I don't think I'll be able to do that as much if there's gonna be all kinds of little guys that can sneak through those gaps. But yeah, I can't get over how cute the little sheep are. Oh, and we're getting plenty of the eggs from the chickens, that's good. And this little guy in here still hasn't grown up. But I think by the time we've built the actual coop for these guys, we should have enough eggs to get a full pen of them. You know what, and this update also means that we could maybe have like some pens for like dwarf horses or something. And then like the mules and stuff. There's so many possibilities with this. And actually, we have 2 goats up there. It would be kind of interesting to breed them as well, and then just have a little baby goat. I forget what they eat. I feel like it's something simple, like hay bales or something. Or I guess that's llamas, but maybe ghosts are the same way. You know what? I'm just gonna bring a little bit of everything and see what happens. Hey guys, I know it's been a couple months since I've last visited you, or probably longer than that, but do you guys like some hay bales? No? Wheat? Oh, it is just wheat. That's weird. Oh my gosh, look at the baby goat. He's so cute. You're adorable and I love you a lot. Your parents kind of scare me a little bit with their headbutting, but you are just the cutest. Oh my gosh, I kind of want him to just like live in the village, but I'm worried he's gonna like get out. Ow! My gosh, goats, man. So aggressive. I mean, I was just talking about kidnapping their child, but still, you know? Oh, I wonder if that's gonna be a problem. Can you get out through there? Oh wait, you just dropped a goat horn. Interesting. Alright, random, but thank you. But anyways, I just feel like having just baby animals wandering around the village would be really, really funny. I mean, since we let those villagers out a couple episodes ago, they've all kind of dispersed or, I don't know, met their fate, but that means that the village is kind of quiet again, so maybe having a couple of random baby animals around would be good. I mean, there are definitely still some holes in the security of the village. Oh, you know what would be fun to try though, as well, is a baby bee. I don't really want to mess with any of the bees that I have in there right now, but if we could find some in the wild, that might be fun. Or maybe even bring some around and put like a beehive in a tree, maybe? So that they'll hopefully stick around the area. There's just so many options, you know? Oh, and another one that's been right in front of my face is the sniffers. I don't know why that didn't occur to me, but I think... Oh, I only have one torchflower seed right now, but I'll hang out with these guys for a little bit and just get another one, because I do definitely want to have a baby sniffer running around. And in the meantime, it's been a decent amount of time, and these flowers have all stayed at the same height, so I think that's a success for our little string experiment. I mean, has this ever been done before? I feel like I've never seen it. Little dwarf pitcher pods? What the heck? I don't have any string on me, but I am going to plant these pitcher pods. For some reason I did decide to just put my string back in the barrel, so that's my bad. But I'll continue the little line of them, and make sure that the string is on there, and we should have a fully completed little dwarf pitcher pod garden by the end of this episode, I think, easily. Oh, and we got another torchflower seed. Or two. Let's see, you and you. There will be just a sniffer egg first, so I'll have to catch this guy before he grows up, which means that I need to make sure that I don't forget about him. But anyways, that's probably been enough animal shenanigans. I really should collect some materials so we can build the coop for our baby chickens. So I guess it still is related to the baby animals, just not as directly. And the first thing that I'll make is a bunch of fences for their enclosure. Even though they are just little babies, I'm planning on making it too tall, just to make sure they absolutely cannot escape. And you know, just to break it up a little bit, I'll make some oak fences as well as the spruce fences. Some spruce slabs also never hurt anybody. I also have a lot of birch wood left over from the custom trees that we did the other day, so I'll craft up a few of those and then strip some of the logs as well. Now it's been a few minutes, I didn't look it up, but I probably should, how long sniffers take to grow, or well, to hatch and then to grow up, because I'm hoping that we haven't missed it, but I think that even if it did hatch, it's probably still just a baby. Oh yay, it is! And they changed it. Oh, it has a different color. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. Oh my gosh, and he walks different too, I feel like. I don't know, maybe that's just in my head, but I love that they have a lighter coat. Oh, they're so adorable. Okay, I want to get another one, I think, because this field is so big. I just need a couple more torchflower seeds. Luckily, I think that the snippers are still too big to fit in between these diagonal gaps that I've left, so we should be pretty safe having a bunch of little ones in here. And you know what, if I had built this barn off of this sniffer's colors, it would have matched a lot easier. I would have had a much easier time finding blocks to fit that. I mean, we definitely still need the adults with the flowers, but there's definitely a lot more blocks that are green like that in the game. That would have made material collecting a little bit easier. Oh wait, it looks like this guy has something. Oh yay, torchflower, good. I think don't know, you guys are probably still on cooldown, and I don't want to get one and then not be able to get the other one since there's only 3, you know? So I'm gonna wait a little bit. There are still plenty more materials that I could be collecting. And I'm a little bit worried. This has been up for a while and he still hasn't sniffed anything from the mud, but I could have sworn it was still possible. Maybe it needs to be moss or something that isn't mud. Oh wait, never mind, there is one. Okay, that seems... oh, it does work. Okay, I guess it just is slow. But that's fine. Since we're right next to the village, I might as well do some shopping in here. First off, I need to hunt down a fisherman, which I know there's one wandering around here somewhere. It just depends where he's gotten stuck today. Is it you? Are you the guy? Oh, you are. Okay, I need like a dozen campfires-ish. I'll have to come back for that, I guess. But also in the pottery shop right here, I need to buy some yellow terracotta. Actually, I just noticed that guy. Someone in here. I need to find a better system for these guys, but that might actually be interesting to use in the block palette. Because it almost looks like feathers a little bit. Very abstractly, of course, but I'm planning on using some honeycomb and stuff like that, so maybe yellow glazed terracotta with a little bit of regular yellow terracotta would be nice. I'm also going to need a little bit of green terracotta to possibly go with some moss, and actually some light gray terracotta, specifically to go with the dripstone. Last episode, or the episode before that, I was using a lot of villagers to trade with to get some terracotta colors. So in that process, I did also get a lot of dripstone, which isn't all here. I got way more than 24, but I think I put a lot of it back at my mining building. So yeah, I can grab the rest of that later. But we can also stop back into our honeycomb farm and grab some of that. Even with a double chest, I'm still very worried about overflowing with honeycomb. So that's partially actually why I've been trying to use honeycomb more and more in builds. But of course in this case it also does help that we're literally building a pen for a very small yellow creature like this. That also does have a little bit of orange in it. And I know yellow terracotta with the glazed terracotta is very, very differently colored. I don't even know if having honeycomb block, I don't know if that's gonna really help it. I mean, you know what, it's actually not bad. That will be pretty good, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna get some moss like I mentioned, and also probably some moss carpets as well. I'm gonna use a small bit of mossy cobblestone as well, since that's the only like green colored slab block, so I'll grab some extra stuff. And then we might have to do some cobblestone mining, because I don't think I have a ton of that in storage. But I'll also grab a little bit more dripstone and some dripstone points, maybe for some detail blocks, just in case I find a way to use them. Oh, and I do have some cobblestone, that's good. It's really just a few slabs, so it doesn't take a ton. And I didn't even check my mossy cobblestone chest, but I'm assuming I didn't have a lot. Oh yeah, only one. Although I do have cobblestone walls, that might be helpful, in case I want to make any more improvements to the animal pens. I think I'm also going to grab some deep slate bricks, as well as some stairs. Oh my gosh, another animal that I just thought of, because this cat wandered into the village. Somewhere. You. Hey buddy. I don't think I've actually bred my cats because I've been trying to get all of the variants, but I definitely want to now, to see how different the children look. And you know what, I'm also going to grab a lot of dandelions from here. Okay, there's a white one over here. You can go with you. Now I've got my dandelion at the ready. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. That's so crazy. Their heads are bigger than their parents. What the heck? That's weird. I feel like the size is a little bit off on that one, but I guess you can only condense it down to so many pixels, so that makes sense. It's still very, very cute. I don't know where I should put you. Definitely somewhere where I'm walking all of the time. I'm just trying to figure out like where that would be. I don't know, there's no cats around like this area. Maybe you would like to be over here. Maybe like on the steps to the pink cottage? Maybe? There you go, just right here. No, don't run away, okay. Oh, it's so funny how they run. Okay, I'm just gonna sit you down and then nudge you very lovingly over here. And I think I'm gonna dye the red collar on that one to be pink since they are outside of the pink cottage. And red is definitely not the best color to go with that, but that's super cute, right? You can definitely tell with them sitting right next to each other how different the new design is, but still very, very cute. Just a little guy hanging out. I really do want to breed more of my cats. It's just something I hadn't thought about doing, since there's so many that just spawn here naturally anyways, but to get more of the little ones, I definitely think I'll do that more in the future. Oh, and I'll put you back to where you were. I'm sorry, I kind of just left you behind a little bit. I I forget how many of the cats I have. Oh, 9 out of 11. I'm really, really close then. I wasn't sure if that black and white one was a new one, but I think it must have been. 'Cause yeah, now I only have 2 left, and I think one of them is like the witch cat that's all black, so that means we can only get one more possible variant out here, and then I'll have to actually go looking for one, but that's very exciting. Anyways, back to my villager trading. Okay, I'm just gonna say that I've been trying to trade with this one villager for so long, and for some reason, other random villagers from the village keep wandering in and trying to take the stonecutter, so he won't restock his trade. So I'm getting to the point where I'm going to try to replace some of these blocks around here with some sweet berry bushes, and that way they shouldn't want to come over here. So yeah, just think of this as like a no loitering sign. Although it looks like they are still trying to find it through the doorway, which is a little bit wild. I mean, I have so many of these guys in here. I've even put a couple of them in a hole under there. See? It's not great. Although now that you guys... Oh, it was just that they were by the door. What the heck? Okay, so it wasn't the stonecutter, it was just that he refused to go away from the doorway to actually get to his stonecutter. So yeah, well, I'm glad that that problem is solved now. One of the last items, or class of items that I'll need, is some bamboo blocks. A lot of the mosaic ones, because they're just like that little bit darker than the regular ones. At least I think so. I don't know, maybe they're the same, but I think I'll use them anyways, just for the heck of it. I'm also going to use a couple of bamboo fence gates, and actually some bamboo shelves as well. And now I'll have to get everything else from my house, but since I'm passing by my sniffers, I can just breed these really quick. And I should be back in the area building our little chicken coop by the time the egg will hatch, so that'll be perfect timing. Because I feel like for sniffers we should have more than one little one roaming around the pen. Anyways, I do want to use some copper materials in this build, just the second stage ones, which doesn't require a lot of oxidizing, although I think last episode I did lay a lot of it out to oxidize, so of course the one time that I'm prepared for it, I don't really need them to be at this very blue stage, so fortunately I am gonna wax them all the way down, but I will replace them. That way they should be fully oxidized for next time. And the other thing I need is also some very scraped down bars. But yeah, I'll turn all of this into grates, and then we've got the bars as well. And then the last 2 things I need are some gray stained glass panes and some light gray stained glass panes. And it doesn't look like I have light gray dye, but I do have some black dye left over, which along with the help of my bone meal, I can just make some light gray dye. And then, yes, good, I can just dye some panes instead of wasting my full glass box. Okay, with everything collected, I think we're finally ready to start building. And I'm realizing that I didn't clear any of the forest, but I probably will need to, because this little space probably isn't going to be quite enough for her build today. Maybe I'll just take out a couple of the trees around here. That looks a little bit better, it's more of a flat space for us to build on. And I'll start it kind of a little ways away from the road, just so that it feels less populated when you're walking down this path, because we've already got the sniffer barn and the village entrance and stuff that makes it very, very crowded, I think. So yeah, I'll start out with like a 7x7 block little cottage sort of thing. This won't be the main chicken coop area, but it'll be like a little offshoot house that somebody might live in. Probably not an actual villager, but just theoretically somebody could live there. I don't think any villagers will cross that threshold that we've created in the village, so I would have to manually bring somebody out here if I wanted them to live in this cottage. Okay, and something simple and kind of short like that should be good. My goal for this whole build is to make it feel very, very short so that the little tiny chickens don't look too small in comparison. Like, I don't want to stick them in something like we built last episode, because that would be way, way, way too much. But yeah, so I guess this is where like the roof will start eventually, but I'm gonna fill in the rest of the walls with, I think, probably some green terracotta. Just a very, very simple triangle we're going for. And the roof is gonna be the honeycomb and all those bright yellow colors, so having the green terracotta will help kind of balance that out. And then I'll also leave more holes for windows. I don't think I even mentioned that these are what these holes are for, but I'm sure you guys probably figured that out. And if not, then now you know. I don't think anybody is ever gonna see the back of this build because it faces the forest, but I'll do the same thing on the other side. Window and all, which does look very, very weird at the moment because it's just kind of floating, but that's okay. It'll get better soon, I promise. And probably the best way to do that is fill in all of the windows. So I'll start with the glass in the bottom ones, using both of the shades of gray to create a little bit of a shadow, going from the overhang of the roof that will eventually exist above here. And then I'll do a little window overhang with some shutters made out of some bamboo shelves. Almost forgot the word there, but it's fine. And again, I am just literally doing the same thing on both sides here. And then for the windows up here, I'm going to use our copper grates that we made, because I do love a good copper grate window. And then I'll put a slab to cover it, and then some stairs, which will create a curve that kind of covers more of like these side copper blocks. But it helps make a very interestingly shaped type of window. I kind of wanted to make it like a bay window of sorts, but it's kind of hard to do that with copper grates. I suppose if I didn't want it to be curved, I could have added copper bars in there, kind of like what you do with glass with the full block and then the panes on the sides, but I think that's fine for this build. I think it looks okay. Okay, so that's a good little start to a chicken coop cottage type of building. However, we're getting to the point where this thing really does need a roof, so I'll grab all of the honeycomb and all of the terracotta and stuff. And since the yellow terracotta is the like darkest color, I'll do the very bottom rows of the roof with that and then move up into the honeycomb. And then I'm gonna dot some of the yellow glazed terracotta in here, but that's like a very, very small amount of what we're doing, so I want to save it for last. That way I can figure out a little bit better where it's supposed to go, or where it'll look the best. So I'm going to try to put these in like any transition. Oh, that is not a terracotta block. Anyways, in between any transitions between the honeycomb and the bamboo, which also will make a little bit more sense because I'm going to do a lot of slabs on here. This will really lighten up the whole roof, even though it will still have a lot of like the orangey colors on it, just not like on the very top, you know? So then I'll kind of start adding these in here, like just like so. I think that amount is good. It could potentially use a little bit more. And I kind of like the circular part, how it matches the honeycomb, so I'm going to take these ones away, and then maybe try again to somehow get it oriented that way. Oh yes, like that, perfect. And then, since my love of spruce trapdoors never ends, let's just add maybe a little bit of like a trim on the underside of this, ending, I suppose, in some slabs to make it a little bit thicker, but still mostly a lot of trapdoors. And this roof is lopsided a little bit on purpose because the chicken coop will be extending out this way, and I want the roof to kind of like fade into the main one. So I'll start by bringing our dripstone out like, I don't know, a few blocks, I guess. Again, it doesn't need to be huge, but since I'm now planning on housing all 3 variants of the tiny chickens in here, I do want it to have a decent amount of space. And we do have a lot of windows on the main cottage, so the doorway I think will actually be through the chicken coop, and then maybe I'll widen this a little bit so that you can walk into here. And I think I'm actually going to replace most of these dripstone blocks down at the bottom, at least, with the terracotta. But then I'll fill the rest of the walls in with that. But I think I will have to fade to spruce wood just to make it a little bit easier to work with the roof pattern. Because I would like to have some little extensions out here, like little tiny supporting pieces, so the roof can extend out on all sides just by 1 block. Which I'm realizing I might have to take out this tree. I don't want to though, it's a very nice tree. It would be good if we could keep it there for the pasture. and in between, so that there can be at least a little bit of sunlight on the spots where the roof doesn't fully come over, we'll use some oak trap doors. And is it just me, or is the spruce wood a little bit lighter in the new update? I don't know, this might just be me, but it feels like the whole thing is just a little bit lighter, especially on like the outer rim of it. I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy. That's probably what it is. Okay, I am having to take the tree down, but it's worth it, I think. We can have a nice extension of the roof that will protect the baby chickens from any potential danger. I was planning on having the roof fully sit on this overhang that we've made, but now I feel like I do want it to be fairly open. So instead of having this super flat space on top, I'm going to use it to actually put some campfires on as some more natural like log supports. Okay, now both the main structures for the build are done. I just need to do the roof of this like coop slash entryway area. And I'm going to try to make it very, very slanty, at least for the most part. And to do that, I think it will have to come out a little bit onto the campfires and like this whole overhang area that I've created. And I'm just having to use a lot of the slabs to make this happen, but I think it'll be okay. You won't really see that much of a difference in the color from the bottom. And then I am going to fine adjust with some moss carpets as well. And then this is not really the middle of the build, but I think this is a good middle part for our slant that we did. So the back is not going to be fully symmetrical, I don't think, but that's okay. We'll just bring it down at a slightly steeper angle, but again, nobody's going to be walking in the backwoods. So I really don't think it matters if it's a little lopsided. It might even make the build look a little bit better, being a slightly not structurally sound cabin in the woods. Okay, it's a very rough sketch of it, but I think it honestly doesn't need to be changed all that much. I think that's a good slant we have going on there, kind of melting into that other roof. I think it looks really good. However, I did find a couple more pitcher pods in the sniffer's field, so I'm gonna just quickly go ahead and continue our little dwarf pitcher pod field. But yeah, the like little point at the end might be able to be improved upon, but every other part of it I think is good. The whole shape of it, which is kind of hard to see from standing right here, but from a little ways back you can really see it. And from the pathway where we'll usually be viewing it from, it also looks good. So yeah, now the whole thing is fully enclosed. The dividing wall definitely needs some work, but the last major structural thing I need to add is the chimney, which I have allocated some room for this. And I'll start off with a couple blocks of the very darkest form of deep slate you can get, of course being the tiles, and then moving up into just some deep slate bricks. And I am going to texture in a little bit of regular deep slate because it has a much lighter color to it. And then the very top, I'll just use 4 stairs upside down to make it look like a little spout or whatever they call it on a chimney. And yeah, I think one final victim of this project is going to be this birch tree. I have been saving the saplings, so I will replant them later. It's just right now the entire area around this cottage needs to be very blank, and then I'll add the trees back in more ideal spots later. And I did forget one detail on this thing, which is some bamboo fence gates to smooth out the edges of the inside of the roof. I know bamboo is a little bit bright, but I really just used it for its yellow color more than anything. And I think even though it's under the shadow, it still looks okay. Not too bright or anything. And then I'll lean into the yellow even more by using some bamboo doors on the entryway. And then if you remember, I did bring some pointed dripstone with me, and I was thinking I could make kind of a unique little entrance to the chicken coop by having a doorway kind of like this. Because I think like I can fit through it, but I don't think regular mobs can, or like villagers or anything as far as I know, but the baby chickens will have no problem crossing through that. And it's so rare that I actually make a build mostly out of dripstone, so I really wanted to take advantage of it while I have the chance. And then next I want to add a little something to the outside of the front of the cottage part, and I think it only makes sense to have a little dandelion garden out here. And I was going to use fences, but I think dandelions are literally just too short for that. So instead I'll just use some slabs, which should be fine. And I'll even dot in a couple of spots of tuff around, because we did use a lot of mossy cobblestone in this build already, so bringing it up a little bit helps. And now I don't have a lot of dandelions left after making them all into the golden dandelions, so we'll see if this is actually enough. Oh, never mind, it was exactly enough, that's good. I do only have 19 of the golden dandelions left, so I don't know, we might have to make more. But I do have the gold for it, so potentially we could even make this into a field of golden dandelions, which is kind of a lot, but also kind of cool at the same time. I mean, it's not really themed around golden dandelions, but it does match really, really well. Or I could even do like every other one being a golden dandelion. I mean, that's kind of cool. It kind of negates the like having the rows, because it kind of makes it look more like a diagonal having every other one. Although I could maybe use some of the wildflowers like in the middle of the rows if I have any left in our flower cottage, which it looks like I don't, but I can run back and get some bone meal really quick. Okay, now I can bone meal a few of these. Oh my gosh, I just realized I had 30 in that shelf as well. Alright, well, we shouldn't need more than that. I just want to do like 2 on each block to make it look like a row. That's the idea, at least. And actually, that does work really well with that white part of like the very golden, like shiny bit of the dandelion. You know what, I might actually change all of these to the golden ones. I mean, I've got plenty of gold to make more, so it should be okay. I just really like how that matches up. I wasn't expecting it. I thought the white would be more of a problem, but I think it all works out really, really well in that flower bed. Now I'll just take all of this gold and turn it into nuggets. And I brought all of the dandelions that I currently have in my possession. Actually, I guess the dandelions were the limiting factor on that. And you know what? 40 chickens will definitely be enough for what we need here. So now I'm just gonna sketch out like a rough pen size for them. Like I mentioned before, this is gonna be 2 blocks tall, even though I don't think they're able to fly out like that since they're just babies. A huge pen, but I think this size is going to be enough for them, even if I do have 40 chickens in there. And inside I'll just create a pathway right here, and then probably the doorway is going to be here as well. So this should be a good space for them. I actually need to go buy some lanterns from the village, because I did not plan out any light sources in there, which is not great. And it is just now dusk, so this is a good time to try to figure out where exactly needs more light. Obviously, I will have a fireplace there eventually, but I'll put a lantern there for a placeholder. And yeah, I'm not putting like the 2 fences tall in here because I don't mind if they get into the cottage. I think that would be kind of funny if they do. But yeah, now all of the construction part of this cottage is done. I think that we can finally check all of our chickens and see how many baby chickens we'll be able to get. I'm really interested to see how this chicken coop has done because it was very makeshift. Oh, although it looks like it has done very, very well. That's very good. And then this one I think should have done even better. Oh yeah, way better, because there were a lot more chickens in here to start. And then last but not least, our cold chickens over here I know have a lot of eggs. This has been set up for so long. And just one last check around here to make sure there's nothing or no way that they can escape at all. And it doesn't look like there is, so should be good to start trying to spawn in some of these guys. Yay, we got one. Our first little guy. He's so cute. I just love how they run. That's so adorable. Okay, good. 2 out of the first stack isn't bad. Oh, okay, well we only got 3, but we didn't have a ton of the regular kinds of eggs. Let's see, I guess I'll do the worm chickens next. Oh, and first try. And second try. What the heck was that? Did you just see that? There were like 4 of you. Oh my goodness. I don't remember which one of you I haven't done already, so I'm gonna do all of you again. I think that's how this works. What the heck, there were like 4 of them. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. I think the worm chickens might actually be my favorite. I love their little stripes, it's so cute. I'll be really interested to see within the next like 20 minutes if I actually missed one, and then they'll have one adult in here that they'll all be following, I think. You know, I might even leave one on purpose, just so they can have a little leader in here, instead of them all wandering randomly about, as cute as that is, because it's so funny to watch. I do really like the blue ones though, because they're like almost gray, like a purplish gray, that's also really adorable. You know, I think a big part of their cuteness as well is their little wings as they waddle around. Just brilliantly executed by the people over at Minecraft. Oh my gosh, they're hard to catch with the dandelion though. Okay, so that's all of the chickens that I got. I really don't have a lot of the yellow ones. Probably actually have the most of, well, I guess it's between the blue and the orange ones, of course. I can't really tell which, so I think that I'll keep trying to get more of the yellow ones, but it's so funny having all of these little guys wandering around here. And I don't think I want to put any foliage or anything in here because they're just so stinking little that they would be completely hidden by anything that I put in here. So I think if I just kind of redisperse some of this leaf litter to different parts, that should be good enough. But I think that in here I will change their grass to a little bit more dirt to make it more realistic. But they are all running around in here, so it's hard to kind of do that without one of them jumping in the hole. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. I love them so much. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Boy, it's a good thing nobody saw that. Oh no. Was that one of my yellow ones? I don't even know. Yeah, okay. We learned something today. We learned that these guys only take 1 hit of damage, which is valuable information to know. Okay, well, I think that's enough texturing of the ground. They have a nice little textured area in here, which is good enough. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna do like some decoration in this main cottage area, but honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna come in here ever again because like there's not really a whole lot of reason to. Because I mean, all of the cuteness is concentrated out here, and I don't really think I'll ever stick anything in this room. But I will change the floor to some polished granite just so it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, I've made a very bulky type of fireplace, probably bulkier and a little bit more scuffed than I usually would, and also given them a table, and I think that's gonna do it for the interior. Usually I put a lot more effort into these things, but this really doesn't have a whole lot of purpose. I might just throw some extra storage in here if I need it. I think it's fine just being empty a little bit in there. Yeah, the chicken coop though, I'm really happy with. I really love having all of the different colors of them walking around in there. I might eventually remove this. I'll have to test if they can actually jump across one fence because having just one would make it a little bit easier to see them. Again, I really do wish I could add like some grass or something like to fluff up the edges a little bit, but they're just so small they would get lost in them. I don't know, I'll have to think of a solution for that maybe to add more decoration to this place, but it's still a pretty good pasture, right? I also like how some of them just kind of come in here to hang out as well. It's so cute. I would even almost give them like some little like roosting spots, I guess you would call it, like with like some slabs or something. Right now I only have a trapdoor on me, but I just have to test how far they'll actually be able to jump. Like I might only be able to do it in this one corner, because anything along here I think they would be able to just straight up escape. So we'll leave it like this for now. It's not bad. And yeah, the outside I think looks really good. Very happy with how this flower bed of golden dandelions turned out. And I'm also really glad that I put it as far back from the road as possible because it does get pretty close to the pathway over here. I'm gonna probably plan out some more custom trees to maybe put like beside it a little bit, and maybe some even out in the field more to cover up a little bit and like to divide certain things, but it's still a good place for it. I really like that you can see it when you're walking right out of the village. And yeah, I'm sure I haven't tested it, but I think on my donkey I'd be able to even see in the pen just when I'm riding by, so that's also very fun. But yeah, I think that's all of the time that I have for today's video. Let me know if you've heard of people doing this trick with the pitcher pods, because I thought I was very original with that. It's quite a breakthrough, at least in my world. And I'll definitely be using this trick, I think, like everywhere if I want to use these guys and have like just a different sort of plant. But yeah, anyways, that is all of the time that I have for today's video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.